Okay, well, that's a wrap for the NFL season and the Super Bowl. Just want to give you my quick thoughts on it. Well, it was a very one-sided game overall, as you saw, especially in the first quarter. I mean, the Seattle Seahawks defense was dominant yet again, like they've been all season. And as the old saying goes, offense wins games, defense wins championships, folks. And today was a prime example of that. It's just, but I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there were a lot of bad decisions, a lot of bad mistakes were made on the Patriots O line that really cost them the game. I mean, the Patriots defense did keep them in it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they did save the Patriots a little bit and prevented this game from being a complete disaster. But ultimately, as you know, with the Seattle Seahawks defense, is that it's that one big mistake that changes the game entirely in the Seahawks' favor, and we've seen it happen so many times this season. Heck, I saw it in person when they played my Saints and annihilated my Saints, just embarrassed them completely. I was at that game. I saw it. You can even show footage of it on my channel. That they just waited for that mistake. It's all about that one big mistake, and then that puts teams in a big hole. And it came down to who blinks first, and ultimately the Patriots did. I mean, I lost count of how many sacks May got. May got sacked so many times in that game, but he was basically like a pylon out there. Clearly, he was lost. I mean, and very stiff, and it's clear that he doesn't have. Well, that's what I thought about too. He doesn't have very good foot movement, and I knew that was going to play a factor into this game. And boy, did it ever. Because he doesn't move the ball very well. That's what I've really noticed. Before, even in the playoffs too, which, I mean, the Patriots defense was very good, but I just think that, granted, I mean, Drake May's a young quarterback, but it clearly shows that, you know, he was stiff and he was very slow, and it just didn't really help him in their favor. So, and it just, and during that third quarter, that's when everything really started to fall apart for them. And I think that they got desperate and got scared. I think Seattle was very patient with the ball. They were very patient, but defensive teams, it really comes down to patience and timing. And that was the key to Seattle's success in this game. And yeah, don't get me wrong, the Patriots did make it interesting in the end. They did make a run, but again, desperate plays, just, they got desperate, they got scared, and all that did was just cause more mistakes and put them in a deeper hole. I mean, the interceptions and the turnovers, that pretty much sealed the Patriots' fate. And we all thought maybe there was a chance in the fourth quarter, maybe they could make something of it, but once they made that one interception and when he threw that big pick, I pretty much knew, and I think a lot of us knew that was it right there. So, I mean, yes, you can see it as dominance from the Seahawks. I'm not taking any away from the Seahawks. Congratulations. They played their game and ultimately succeeded. And I'm not saying that, but again, I mean, it was just that third quarter meltdown. The Seahawks were waiting. They were patient. They were waiting for the Patriots to make that mistake, to make that desperate mistake, to put them in a deeper hole, and that's what they did. So, very smart football on the Seahawks' part. And so, congratulations to Seattle. They came, they saw it, and they executed to perfection. Well, not to perfection. I mean, sure. Don't get me wrong. I mean, yeah, mistakes are made on the Seahawks play half as well. That's just football. It happens. But bigger, more devastating mistakes were made by the Patriots in that game. So, and as for the Patriots, can I see them getting back there? Can I see them being the team they were? I don't really know at this point. Time will tell. They are a very young team and a young core after all. But as for the Seattle Seahawks, definitely I think this is a team that's going to be reckoned with. I think they got a good 4 or 5 years more of dominance in them. So this team's not going away anytime soon, I think. So that's just my take on it. So don't be surprised if they either get back to the Super Bowl or win one more. I mean, maybe 2 more. That's just my take on it, because there's no doubt about it, man. This team is built to win, and built to last too. So, but I want to know, what are your thoughts on the game overall? I mean, granted, the Seahawks played the game they wanted to play. The Patriots made a series of really bad decisions in the third quarter and the fourth quarter that ultimately cost them. So it's just, I think that I'm not saying it could have gone either way, but I knew it was going to be close. I knew it was going to be a very defensive game. Yes, it wasn't the most exciting game, as a lot of defensive games are. Tend not to be very exciting, but hey, credit goes. Got to give credit. Credit is due. And once again, congratulations to Seattle Seahawks. I might do a final recap and a final video on the Super Bowl, on the NFL season, but after that, that'll be my, I won't be back till maybe the draft and probably the start of next season. But once again, congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks. What are your thoughts on the game itself? I didn't watch this halftime show. I had no interest in it, but I just focused mainly on the game. What are your thoughts on the game? What do you think maybe the Patriots could have got done? What are your thoughts on the Seahawks' future? Comment down below. Till then, that's all I got. Take care. Good day, everyone, and congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks. Peace.